When a woman is obsessed with you, right, it shows up in the smallest things, such as she begins to start mirroring your energy. She stops playing the field, and she begins to brag about you to her friends whenever she's going out to brunch, almost as if you're some lottery ticket. She's emotionally invested. She's competing with your gym time. This happens often. Women will start to get jealous when your discipline is stronger than her attention. There's a reason for her getting super clinky, fellas. There's a reason for her suddenly wanting to start talking about plans of the future, like taking on your last name and trying to get in her quote unquote wifey era, right? See, a man with a chiseled frame, he activates this in a female. And what it activates is you'll start to notice that she can't help but to want to claim you before someone else does. Most men don't understand this. Your body is that first love language. She reads that loud and clear. Not your words, not your intentions, not your cash, fellas. I'm sorry, but it's your body. Before you speak, guys, she's already scanned you up and down. Shoulders, waistline, arms, neck, etc., posture, all of that, check. She already has the full picture, and she's already decoded in her mind, is he disciplined? Can he protect me? Is he respected by other men? And see, this is why I keep telling you guys that you don't need to be a bodybuilder to get this type of obsession. If your shirt fits like a man who lives with purpose, she will feel that in her gut. Women are madly attracted to visual cues, symmetry, aesthetics, all of those things. Her DNA is hardwired to respond to a dominant physical presence. There's no way around it. And when your physique is on point, guys, you don't have to chase. So what is that physique that actually gets a woman obsessed with you? Let's not overcomplicate this, guys. I'm gonna keep it very simple. You need to be lean and have visible muscle, not puffy, not bloated, clean lines, tight waist, ab definition or symmetry. On another note, broad shoulders, narrow waist. That V taper isn't just for aesthetics, guys. It's screaming testosterone. It's screaming dominance, right? When your shirt hugs your arms, guys, but it drops loose by your stomach, it's a wrap. What they're gonna look at is that you're in shape, but you're not being a fucking try hard by trying to wear tight clothing. All right, guys, keep that in mind. See, that physique tells a story, guys, without you having to say a word. And it says, I can't be manipulated. I've mastered myself, right? And that honestly is what makes women madly addicted, madly attracted to you. Because women don't obsess over availability, fellas. She obsesses over scarcity. And scarcity breeds value. Now, here's the twist, guys. This ain't just about females, right? This is about becoming so damn powerful that women, they can't ignore you. When you stop skipping workouts, fellas, your confidence goes up. It goes through the roof. When you control your diet, your mind sharpens. And when you watch your waistline, your standards begin to rise. Like, I know when I started getting in shape, I don't eat the same bullshit that I used to, because now I remember the hard work that I put in, and I'm not willing to sacrifice that over anyone, over any job, or over any vices, guys. Because it takes too much effort to get to that point. And that's what I mean by your standards start to rise. You become the man that you always wanted to become. You start to walk different. You speak with weight. You become less emotional and stop crashing out all over the place. And you become more intentional, right? And females, they love an intentional man. Because obsession starts with admiration, and admiration only comes when a man transforms himself into something that is rare. And when a female sees that and she admires that, you have her now obsessed with who you are because she sees the results. And I want you to know, this is what females are typically obsessing over. It's not your fucking six-pack, guys. It's the fact that you have fucking self-control and self-mastery. So let me give you a quick story, guys. So there was a time that I did get curved by this one woman because she saw a more attractive guy that was in shape. Now, at the time, she told me that I was this nice guy, I was sweet, and I was intelligent. Those were, at the time, I didn't realize, those were the classic death sentence for a guy. Because I thought that doing more, being nice, and saying the right words was what women wanted to hear, but in actuality, they just wanted my presence to dominate. They wanted my presence to lead. Women, whether you know it or not, they want to feel feminine. They want to feel like, you know what? I have to follow this guy because his presence is so damn dominant, right? So the next day I woke up, I was looking in the mirror and I started to realize that my presence was forgettable. I had soft habits, fellas. My body was soft. My voice was not commanding. And that's when I realized that I needed to put in work if I wanted to see better results. So what I did was I disappeared. I went ghost. I hit the gym 5 to 6 days per week, got my diet on point, was sleeping like I should, and I wasn't obsessed with checking social media and trying to compare myself to the next guy. I was literally locked in on what's going to be the best archetype for me to attract females with. I focused on building a presence that women would regret losing if they decided to walk out. 8 months later, that woman, she hit me with the classic WID. And at that time, I had already moved on, new interests, etc., right? So by then, I was able to move on because once you become him, obsession becomes predictable. So now where do you go from here? Here's the game plan, guys. Take notes. I want you to dial into your physique. You need to hit the weights, track your food, and definitely get those 10,000 steps per day, right? And I need you to take a step back. It's all right to stop chasing so that way you can lock in on your physique, because your physique, I'm telling you, it's going to be a magnet. It's going to attract top quality females, which is then going to put you in situations to get better with females, but it's going to be 10 times harder if you got a mouthpiece, but every time you're worried about how your shirt is hugging your gut, right? So that's why I want you to stop chasing. And I want you to focus on building up your presence so that way it becomes easier, right? And number 3, I need you to start building like a legend. Be so damn disciplined. She's dying to be a part of your routine. And I know you know what I mean. Some of you guys are there where you have a woman in your life and all she ever thinks about is, hey, what are you doing today? Do you mind if I join? I'm telling you, that's going to start to happen for you. And understand this, if a woman is not obsessed with you, that's not her fault. You haven't given her anything to obsess over. So this is where you need to look at that and step up. This is when you become the man that she dreams about, right? While she's laying up next to the man that she had to settle for. Not because you begged her to love you, but because you became undeniable, right? You became rare, and rare breeds value. I want you to know, guys, that the physique that you're working so hard to build is going to have women obsessing over you. And that is a great thing to have. But I also want you to know that this is not going to happen overnight. Hell, it's not going to happen in a week. But once you stay consistent and you continue to build, that woman, she won't ever know peace without you.